Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, Angels Always Win 444. I hope you guys are having a beautiful, wonderful day. We're just going to do just an energy, like a daily energy thing. We'll see what comes up. It's really cold today. Like, I woke up and I had to throw sweats on. The weather's been insane. We went from like 77 to like 44. The weather's just going nuts. So let's start by, oh, you know what? We have the, I believe it's the full moon coming up on the 7th, and today's the 5th of May. So between here and then I'll post this video. So we're going to do a full moon read. So let us get started. We'll get started with our prayer. Welcome back, everyone. Didn't know if I said that. I hope you guys are having a great week. It is only Tuesday, so I hope you're having a great week. Alright, Heavenly Father, my divine team, our archangels, our ascended masters of light, our divine galactic light team, we call upon you now. Thank you for clearly guiding us and answering these questions. I ask that all of my readings of these cards be accurate and specific and bring blessings to everyone involved. Please help me and my viewers stay centered in their higher selves so that they may clearly see, hear, feel, and know the divine messages that wish to emerge through these readings. We ask that you stay by our side and you guide us along this journey. And please ensure that only God's and divine love and wisdom emerge through the readings. I invite the presence of Holy Loving Spirit to bring help and healing here. May divine love bless, guide, protect, and inform us. And may pure inspiration and divine love guide this experience and bring wisdom to our hearts, our minds, our bodies, our souls, and bring blessings and abundance and prosperity and love and light and joy to all, and clarity and wisdom. Alright. We do have our candle lit over here. So I did find out that lighting the candles isn't necessarily just like for protection and for like cleansing the space. It's actually also a way to honor your ancestors. So I thought that would be a nice way for us to kind of lovingly invite them in. Even though we do cleanse the space and our energy itself is the light, you know, I figured they could actually have an actual light. Okay, one second. Okay. So we're gonna do the good tarot, the good tarot. Has anyone else not been able to sleep? Like, does the full moon mess with anyone else? Because, yeah, last night was just weird. And the night before also, like, I couldn't sleep. It's almost like if I don't get to bed before, like, midnight, I have to stay up at least until 1 or 2. Or at least, like, past 1. Like, my brain then just, like, I think it was 2 nights ago, which would have been May the 2nd. I was, like, hyper, but not hyper. Like, I knew I was tired, but my brain was like, hey, stay on. Like, it was weird. It was like, it just wanted to be on. And I never, like, get up and eat. And I, like, went downstairs at, like, 1:30 and started eating. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And then last night, I accidentally fell asleep around, like, 8:30. And then I woke up at 10 because I was journaling. So I was laying on my bed journaling. And then I fell asleep super early. And then I woke up, like, at 10:50-ish. And I was like, oh, crap, I fell asleep. But then I was like, well, there's, you know, no point for me to actually get up now because otherwise, I'll stay up. So I went back to sleep, and then I woke up again at like midnight something, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to go back to sleep. And then I woke up again at like 4 something, and at that point I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay up for a couple hours. So I did. I stayed up for maybe like 2 hours, but it was so strange because I think there was a reading. Because I had the, like, I'll leave I'll leave readings playing in the background, but for the most part I try to pick the ones that are like the happy ones. So that way it's more like a positive affirmation, like while I'm sleeping. And so that way I can take it in. But last night, since I had been sleeping for so long, it went to like a different, I didn't click on a playlist specifically, because usually, you know, I'll go to a playlist. But this one went into a video that was talking about shadow work. And what's weird is I had seen the title pop up previously, but I didn't want to click on it because I was like, like, I don't want to pick up on someone else's shadow work, you know, like whatever they're going through, I don't want to pick up on it. Especially when you're sleeping, because, you know, and I fell asleep like just randomly too, so it wasn't like I was like prepared for it, I guess. And it was just very strange. I started having like disturbing dreams, and in my dreams I picked up on, I was like at a friend's house, but like I didn't know she was going through like a depression or something, just super dark. And it's not even like a friend I see all the time, it's someone more like I know. And she was like at her college dorm, and I picked up her cards because they fell. Like she had a deck of old tarot cards, and I was like, oh, like that's cool. And I don't know if they spilled or something, but like I went to pick them up, and right when I went to pick them up, like I started feeling where I was like, oh shit, like I definitely should not read for her energy. Like her energy is really, 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 like there's something malicious clinging to her. But she was like gone, and then when she came home, and then I left like the dorm room because I felt uncomfortable being alone in there, especially with the energy I felt. And then that was when I woke up and I heard the video playing talking about shadow work, and I was like, oh no. I was like, why is this playing? And then I was like, that explains why I felt it in my dream. Like I felt the energy in my dream. You know when you can pick up on the energies in your dream, and it's not just like you're scared, it's like you can feel an energy present. It was one of those things, and I haven't had one of those dreams in the longest time, so I was like, I just was very thrown off by, it happened twice throughout the night of like feeling that energy present. And then finally, like when I woke up around 4-ish, I was like, okay, I need to like actually like pray and cleanse my energy, because I was like, that was not mine. And it was really strange, and I still don't know what it was, but like it was like 4:50 in the morning, and I'm like laying in bed. It's still dark out because it's a cloudy day today, and this is for someone. I don't know who this is for, but so I was laying there and I was listening to another read, and it was like a happier read, right? Like a happier message. And all of a sudden it's like I heard, like, I thought it was one of the kids that had woken up, and I heard them running. But like it sounded so clear, but it was strange because it sounded like they were running on the, I sleep on the 2nd floor. And when my son isn't here, my little brother won't, they share a bedroom. They will not sleep in the same, my little brother won't sleep up here. So I was like, there's no one up here except for me. But it sounded like they were running in the hallway. But then the way it sounded almost sounded like they were running above me. But the thing is, it's just the attic. Like the attic connects, there's a piece that goes, there's, the entrance is here on the 2nd floor, and you can go in and you can loop around, and then, but there's a spot for, obviously the ceiling of our rooms, and it's open within the attic. And it sounded like, here's my bed, and it sounded like, and this is like my room, right? And the attic technically runs back here. It sounded like they were running like up here and then back here. And it was the creepiest thing ever, because at first I was like, well, that was weird. And then I was thinking, I'm like, did I just like hallucinate that? And I'm like, no, I very clearly like felt like the weight of someone when they're running. Like when you can like feel it within a household, like, because it kind of like shakes, you know, a little bit. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, It was really strange because then I kept thinking like it sounded like, and it wasn't like an adult's weight running. It was like a child's weight. So that's how I really thought it was my little brother. And I asked him this morning and he's like, no, like I was downstairs. But anyways, that happened to me. And that, like I said, that was right after like I felt like that energy thing. I don't know what it was. And this isn't to scare anyone because, you know, all we have to do is pray and we cast out those lower vibrational energies because in the hierarchy we are higher and we have the power to cast out that darkness, that energy, those shadows. Yeah, it was just very strange. But they also say when you're kind of like energetically linked with someone, like a past partner, like this happened to me once before. When you're like energetically linked to someone, it's almost like if they are releasing demons or like lower vibrational energies or karmic energies, and that energy doesn't want them to let it go, it's almost like it comes and tries to like hurt you. Not hurt you, but you'll feel the grip, and it's almost like an angry grip, and it's almost mad at you because you're helping them release it. Or because you're like the trigger that caused, you know, the awakening. And that's almost kind of what it was. And that's why I didn't want to watch the shadow work one, because I was like, I don't want to know what my, you know, ex-partner is doing and what kind of shadows they're working through. Because obviously we know to an extent what shadows people are working with, but we don't know how old that shadow is. We don't know how much hold it has on that person, and if you're the one coming between them two, like, you're gonna feel it. But in a way, I woke up, so then I went back to sleep. I don't know when, and then I just kept waking up ever since then. But I'm almost glad it happened when I was sleeping, because then it was just like, I just feel like it was worked through a lot faster. But I also feel like I fell asleep like at 8:30 for a reason. I never fall asleep that early, but I feel like I fell asleep at that time so that I would be well rested by the time I started feeling it hitting me like while I was sleeping, and then that way I could actually have enough, because it's worse when you're actually in deep sleep and then it hits you, because then you're like trapped in your sleep cycle and you can't get out, and you almost have to like battle it out within the dream state. And with me having been well rested up until, you know, that time, because I'd been sleeping for like over 8 hours or over 5 hours, I don't know. I'd been sleeping for a long time though. So it was almost like Divine was like, put her to sleep right now so that way when it comes, she's going to be well rested and she can take it on. Because then, yeah, once it hit, I was just like, oh, like, well, I'm just going to stay awake right now. But and then the footsteps running, they didn't happen until I was like fully awake. Whereas usually around 4:50, you know, I would have been sleeping. But that was just, you know, the sidebar message for someone. Yeah, everything happens for a reason. And again, it's like I woke up and I just felt very, very, very tired. But then like my whole body needed to purge out whatever shadows maybe even I had left. Like maybe hearing the video triggered like subconscious, you know, shadows that I wasn't even aware of, or old programming I wasn't even aware of, or like, you know, just little things creeping in the corners of my mind that I wasn't fully aware of. Because it just feels like like a stillness. There's just like a stillness to the energy right now. Like the fear is gone. It's more of like a curiosity now than a fear. It's more like a curiosity, but like a stillness to it, because you know you overcame that shadow. I'm sure that makes sense to someone. Someone needed to hear that. Alright, you guys. Shake this out. Do this one more time. On the bright side, this is now day 2 of me doing my shakes in the morning. So I'm trying to do a cleanse. Technically the cleanse starts today. I was I ate pizza yesterday, but it was just because I need to do like a sugar cleanse so my body can reset itself. Alright. I don't know how far into this we are now, but thank you guys for listening to me talk about this. And as always, feel free to fast forward because, you know, people are busy. So, Holy Spirit, what messages do you want us to know about today? In regards to the full moon energy. Oh, and that's the thing too is, okay, we have the Eight of Cups out. And in this deck, the Eight of Cups is actually beautiful because it's someone having a treasure chest. I'll show you guys actually. Let me draw some more cards really quick. And my hands are really cold right now. So I feel like I'm not like ripping the cards back. Okay, I'm just supposed to show you guys what this is. See, it's like this person is wearing, first off, that to me is like a regal cloak. It's not like a peasant's cloak, it's a regal cloak. It's like you embodying your regal, high honor, emperor, empress energy. Like, that's who I see here. Someone of honor, of regality. And they're not slouching either, so they have good posture. So it's like someone who knows their worth. That's strongly what I'm seeing. Someone who knows their worth standing right here. And it's really pretty because they have a treasure chest full of pearls right back here, but they don't really care about it. Like, they know it's there, but they're not looking at it. You know, it's Eight of Cups is usually you're walking away from a situation that no longer, you know, helps you. But in the traditional Eight of Cups tarot, or the traditional tarot, the Eight of Cups image is someone, the cups are right here, and someone's walking up into the mountains. To me, this is always someone at the top of the mountain. They still have that treasure chest there, but they know that they have a whole ship coming in with beautiful, wonderful, like abundant treasure. There's like hundreds of, you know, thousands, millions worth on this. Your abundance is coming in. Your ships are coming in. You're watching your ships come in, and they're pretty much like right there already. Like, they could honestly probably dock there because you know how they can't come in like too shallow of water, otherwise like the hull, or I don't know boat name parts but they can't come into like the shallow water, otherwise like they could possibly tip over. So it's almost like you're watching your ships come in, and you can almost just get on a little boat or just walk into the water and just hike up there, you know, tell them to throw the plank down, because these waters look very shallow right here. So it almost looks like you just throw the plank down and it would land on the sand and you could just walk up. Your feet would get a little wet, but it's okay. But this is, to me, this is strongly about watching those ships come in, the divine gifting you, the abundance coming in, and you're right there. You know that's your ship. You made it up the mountain. You made it to where the sun shines on you again. I need to warm my fingers up. And it's that feeling of stillness. Like, you know they're coming in. You're just watching them peacefully. There's a stillness to your heart. Not a frigid stillness. There's a stillness to your mind. Like a peace. Like a bliss. Okay. My Father, what other messages do you have for us? This one is first, so we have, oh yes, you guys, Empress. She's coming out beautiful, standing in her power, like I said, and this Empress is holding a bundle of wheat. So what I'm getting is like your crops are coming in. That's what I'm feeling from it. Like it's harvest season. Like like you went out, you tested it, and you're now holding it, and you're like, yep, this harvest is ready. It's ready to be fully sown and reaped in. And then we have the moon. Number 18. The moon. So usually they say the moon is like deception and things you can't see, and like it has a negative thing to it. But in this deck, it is such a beautiful moon. It's a peaceful moon, and it's like she's sprinkling stars down, like she's sprinkling down like wish fulfillment to me. That's always what I see this queen or this moon energy doing, and especially the full moon, how we have the full moon coming up. I feel like this is like you've been patiently waiting, you've been waiting for your ships to come in, and now it's like divine is like, yep, you're in your Empress mode, you are standing in your power, and you have been patient, and we know you've been patient. So this full moon, I feel like it's like the sprinkling of the abundance, the sprinkling of your wishes. And then we have the Eight of Fire, so it's action. It's taking action forward, it's action coming in. And I feel like it's action coming in because the little panda's facing this way. So there's action coming in for you. There's, it could be downloads. A lot of people could experience a lot of downloads. You know, it could be her sprinkling like downloads of information, messages, powers, gifts, skills. It's just like an abundance, whatever abundance means to you, whether it's like material things, whether it's your skills and your abilities, whether it's love and emotional fulfillment, whether it's whatever it is to you. That's what I feel like is being sprinkled down with this full moon coming up. And it's just saying like it's coming in for you. Like, we know it took a while because again, a panda's not very fast, but they are very peaceful like creatures, right? But it's like saying this communication is coming in. This the communication, the movement is coming in. And I never realized there's a little girl on that panda. There's a little girl on the panda with her little fan out. Do you guys see that? Some people might be having kids. But it's also like your inner child has been the one guiding that panda to you. So it feels like you had to heal your inner child. You had to teach your inner child how to guide themselves through the light, through the darkness, to find their light. Because she's the one fanning this out. So this strongly feels like, for this Divine Empress, or however you want to take the energy, remember it'll resonate however it's meant to. One second, my phone just stopped playing. But I'm feeling like you had to heal your inner child. You had to go within. You had to go through the darkness. And now it's not just like you being the light bearer. Now it's your inner child within you that has started a fire too. Like you taught your inner child how to be the light. That they are their own light. That they can save themselves. You taught them well. You reparented yourself. And now she's like the one coming in with the communication, with the action. And she's the one fanning these little fires out. She's the one that's lighting the path. Wow, that's beautiful. And then bottom of the deck you have the Queen of Fire. So you know you have your little girl right here, and then you have the Queen of Fire right here. Okay. Let's see. Holy Spirit, why is the Eight of Cups there? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Oh, you guys! You guys have, okay. This is what's coming in for a lot of people. It's complete. It's a beautiful, true, unconditional, supportive, loving, caring cup of love. Cup of, so it's the Ace of Water. But in this, like I said, in this deck, it's called the Ace of Water. But the unicorn is holding a pearl. So it's like Divine is holding you. You are the pearl that's been mulled over, and you've been working through it, and you've been put through the ringer, right, to become this beautiful, beautiful pearl. And now Divine is saying, I've got you. So now it's like you are watching these ships come in, and with the messenger of water, it's like this offer is coming into you. You are now able to receive love again. You know love is coming for you. You're able to receive it. You're able to let it in. And you know it's on that ship. So you've just been patiently waiting. You've been standing in your power, like you've known it's coming. So these both came out in reverse. We don't take the reversals, but I'm going to obviously interpret the meaning. You went through a lot to get to this Empress energy, because the Empress embodies all four energies of the queens, right? So she embodies the Queen of Fire, she embodies the Queen of Cups, she embodies the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. This one is the Queen of Swords. Very wise, very cold, very frigid, but very sure, like very authoritative, like you know what you want, and that's it. There's no what ifs. You know what you want. But with this one coming out in reverse, along with the Three of Air, which is the Three of Swords, which is usually heartbreak. It's extreme, excruciating, like betrayal. There's three swords in a heart in the traditional tarot. And with this one, it's like she is free. That's the message, you know. The message is you are free from this heartbreak. You learned how to be wise, cold, discerning. You know how to protect yourself from this heartbreak, so it's never going to happen again. That's, you know, that's what you had to go through to become the Empress. Like, you had to, you lost your heart for a second. Someone tried to kill your heart, and it's like, you stepped the fuck up as the Queen of Swords, and you're like, cut. No, you're not. This heart, you are not touching it again. My heart is the unbreakable heart. Ooh, whoa, you guys. You have the Queen of Air and the King of Air under the moon. And then you have the Seven of Air, the Seven of Swords. Why can't I not recall what the Seven of Swords is right now? Seven of Swords. I keep thinking of the Seven of Wands. Okay, this is under the moon. Okay, give me one quick second. I'm going to check. I am completely spacing on the Seven of Swords, so we're going to check really quick. How strange. Spirit's like, you can't know what it is. Seven of Swords. Okay. And the Seven of Swords came out with the King of Swords. So it's the counterpart. But it's almost like you're standing. You embodied. Hold on. Okay. Let me check this out really quick. Okay, let's see. The Seven of Swords. Okay, so for the Seven of Swords, it says independence, nonconformity, living life on one's own terms without people pleasing. Now is the time for me to live life on my own terms, so I must find the courage to reject conformity. Listening to my yearning for independence is key to breaking free from groupings and attending to my own needs. Diplomacy with others can help me to be true to my call to do what I must do for myself. Okay, so this wish fulfillment is coming in, like I said, because you went through hell to earn your Empress. You went through hell to earn your accolades. And with the King of Swords now, it's like, I kind of feel like this is your own energy. Like, this is your own energy, and you know that in order to get what you want. Again, this is you knowing exactly what you want, and you're not taking anything else but the best, you know, you're not taking anything else but the full enchilada of what it is you want. You're willing to put in the work, you're willing to be, you're willing to stand and embody. This is like the feminine and the masculine energy. So it's like you know how to balance them out. You know that you need to take that action, you need to take that independent, you need to take that dominant, action energy is what I'm getting. Like, you're willing to put in the work to get your wish fulfillment, because you know it's like, so then it's like you're getting the downloads for it and you're receiving it and you're standing in your power, because now you've learned how to embody not only the feminine energies of the queens, you learned how to embody the masculine energies of the queens and of the suits. And it's saying like you receive the downloads on like, hey, if you want your wish, this is what you got to do, right? So now it's like you're willing to take the action forward because you're not going to conform. You are a beautiful angel amongst, you know, like the black swans or whatever. You are the white swan amongst the black swans. And no longer are you willing to dim your light and try to make your wings muddy so that you blend in with them. Now you're like, I am a white fucking swan. I'm embodying this energy. I am going to fly. I am going to stand out of the crowd because I was meant to stand out of the crowd, because I am meant to deliver messages. I am meant to be a light. I am meant to embark on this mission. I have taken this journey on. I have received downloads from divine. I know what my wish fulfillment is. I know what it's going to take to get there, and I'm willing to do it. Very strong. Very, very strong. Again, it's like you're willing to cut it out. You're willing to cut it out, and you're taking action. Now, not only are you like cutting out what doesn't serve you, you're taking action to go towards what it is you must do. I can, I will, I must. I can get over it, I will get over it, I must get over it. I can have it, I will have it, I must have it. I do have it. Beautiful. All right, Holy Spirit. 8 of Wands over here. Oof. Oh my. Okay, let's see. The Page of Air. Page of Swords. Again, it's that message of action coming in. So this communication that I said I felt coming in with the 8 of Fire, the action there, I feel like it's the truth is coming in with it. Or you have seen the truth, like the action you're taking is towards your own truth, your own liberation, your own freedom, your own clarity. You can see it clearly now for what it is. You can see the path clearly because this little girl is illuminating it. It's almost like your path has been illuminated. You can see it clearly now. You've learned to trust in the darkness. You've learned to walk in the darkness, and you've learned to walk with the light and without the light. Page of Air. Yeah, because the Page of Air is it says, new ideas, a theory not yet proven, curiosity, new focus. This calls for greater investigation, as we've only scratched the surface. If I explore this way of thinking, what can I learn? Again, it's you saying, like, I'm willing to go. I'm willing to go into the unknown. And like I said earlier, it wasn't about fear anymore, how I felt this morning. Confirmation, yeah. So how I said earlier about fear this morning, how I was like kind of scared when I first woke up, but then I was like, there was more of a stillness and curiosity to it afterwards, where I was like, well, I overcame it, so like what else can I overcome? Or why was that happening? Or what else am I capable of doing? You know? So it's that feeling of curiosity now, of seeing like, like how high can I really fly with these wings? How free am I truly to fly about and do as I please? Because you've been sprinkled with like stardust. With the downloads, you've been sprinkled with the abundance. You know your ships are coming in. Your beautiful ships are coming in. So much abundance. And yeah, it's like wondering, how high can I fly? How far can these wings take me? And the thing is, you're infinite. They can take you as far as you want. Again, the Queen of Fire, she's on the bottom again. It's a very passionate new beginning. And you're curious. You're curious, like, how far can I go? Like, it's like you're tapping into, you're learning how to tap into all your different energies, your different queen energies, because you're embodying all of them. So now it's like, like you know when to play. You know when it's time to bring another queen out, right? Like your discernment. You can be the Queen of Cups. You can be the Queen of Fire. Super passionate, super loving. But it's like the second someone approaches you in the wrong manner, that Queen of Swords will step right in and defend you. Because she knows your heart's worth. She knows to defend you. And that Empress is like, I am untouchable. I am the unbreakable heart. Like, you're not messing with me. You're not messing with my family. You are not disturbing my own inner peace, is what I'm hearing. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Let's do a goddess. A goddess. I think this is called Goddess Power. Or Goddess Guidance. I'm sorry. I'll have to check. I have the book over here, so hold on. This is a very beautiful, like, just again, that freeing, blissful moment of completion, of knowing you completed a cycle, of knowing it's done. Yeah. Okay. So, Holy Spirit, may we get a message for our beautiful, wonderful viewers. That is beautiful, though. Like, it's such a still, it's like a satisfactory feeling. Like a blissful moment of peace in realizing, like, how strong you are. Or it's like it snuck up on you. Like, you completed a cycle and it snuck up on you, so you're just like, like, I was done this whole time. Why did I keep going? I was done. It's the realization that the wars in the Wounded Warrior energy, the 9 of Wands, how we always say, like, oh, he didn't know the war was over, so he's still standing guard, you know, wounded head and all. But it was like that snail mail by foot, by horsemen, when they had to convey the message that the war was over, but like you're still standing guard. And it's like it finally got to you. The news finally got to you that, hey, the war is over. You can stop standing guard now. You can take time to rest. That's strongly the feeling I'm getting. So many people have had that sudden realization that the war is over. At least the one, you know, you were going through. But it's like, it's beautiful because you know the war is over, so now you can get, you know, treasures from the war. Treasure your bounty. Not your bounty. What is it called? Treasures of war? Is that a thing? The wealth from the war? I don't know. Okay, so let us call forth our goddesses. Goddess Power Oracle. That's what it's called. Okay. And look at how, like, pretty they are. Hold on. And this is so perfect. If this is, like, you know, like the moon energy, because look at the goddess, the front. It's like beautiful moon energy, right? Right. Right. Alright then, mate. Let's get this show on the gig. On the gig. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright. I feel way too, like, mellowed out right now. Again, it's that feeling of just, like, just so chill. Like, you know you've done your part. Now you just get to, like, truly relax. You're truly free. Now you're just curious. Ooh. Now you're just curious as to what's going to come, like, forward, you know. I know I'm shuffling really slow, sorry. So, first off, we have Ishtar, communion. Number 23, and we have number 35, Metis, wisdom. Oh my gosh. What is going on? Okay, we're going to stop there. Potential. So, she came out in the reverse. This is just a quick message. Some of you are still learning. Again, it's the curiosity. You're curious about how fucking potent you truly are. You're curious about how much potential is truly within you. We're about to read and show you guys exactly how much is in you. She's number 9. Not sure if you guys can see these. I'll hold them up as I read them, okay? And then we have Morrigan, Death and Magic, number 37. The death and the rebirth, and now you're magic. It's like you went to the underworld and you came back with a bunch of gifts. You just don't know the full potential to which you can use them yet. So, Ishtar, number 23. I don't know if these are... No, they're not. Okay. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, so for Ishtar, we have communion. It says, your intimate relationship with the invisible world is being called upon right now as you enter unfamiliar environments and situations. It's time to commune with the great goddess, the aspect of the conscious universe in her most collaborative form. The world then becomes your oracle as it opens up and communicates everything you need in the form of signs, omens, and messages. Now is the time to pay attention to synchronicities and those moments when logic and reason fail to give you the full picture. The Mesopotamian goddess Ishtar reminds you of the time in her ancient temples when her priestesses served as oracles, communing with the goddess and imparting wisdom to the people who sought guidance. Look at everything in your life as an opportunity for communion, losing the need for self-centeredness, connecting to Source in a sacred, intimate way. You will not pray on your knees as a supplicant. You engage the great goddess as a partner in co-creation, participating in the making of worlds. No one needs to rescue you when you act empowered, aware, and awake to the wondrous miracle you're a part of. Wow. Super, super, super powerful. It's you knowing you're an empress, and now you can sit side by side with the goddess, right? You can sit next to her. You're not coming to divine and pleading on your knees. It's you're coming to divine saying, hey, I think we should do this. You're collaborating. You're co-creating. Wow. It says, the alignment message is, when you refuse to see the signs, it can ultimately take you down a path you really don't want to be on. When red flags indicate something is not quite right, it is not a sign to just jump in with both feet. It says, this is not for you. This is not yet. This is to be revealed. So for some of you that have, this is like a red flag. We recognize it now. Remember we said the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Fire, yes, they're passionate and they're loving and they're caring and they're nurturing and they're mothering. But it's like the second someone approaches you in the wrong manner, you see the red flags, and that Queen of Swords comes out and cuts them the fuck out because they're like, no, you are not stepping to us like that ever again. We are wise beyond our years. We have discernment. We have the power of 4 queens and divine source within us. You're not fooling us. And some situations, it's not time yet, right? So it's always about just letting people do what they want to do, and you keep studying them. If that behavior, that red flag you saw in the beginning, presents itself throughout and it carries throughout, then just let that person go. Clearly that red flag is not being, they're not paying attention to it. They don't want to change. Some people don't want to change, and you need to see that for what it is. This is also number 5, 23, 5, so change. And it says, if you choose to move forward stubbornly, You could find yourself back in an old lesson you'd rather not face again. When you are attached to an outcome and unable to see another option, you might say, "The oracle said this wasn't in my best interest, but I am going to do it anyway." The truth is that the goddess Ishtar is offering this alignment task for you now. Trust that the wisdom in the universe will provide, with perfect form, but in divine timing. This means you might have to wait for a while. Reconnect to your partnership with the goddess and trust that you will not be left behind. This connection is at the core of everything. So again, it's saying, if your gut instinct, if your intuition, if you feel it in your heart, if you see that red flag, don't shut your voice down. Listen to your voice this time, because we saw what listening to your voice, or when not listening to your voice, the situation it got you in, right? Got you in that heartbreak and that Three of Swords energy. It got you in the worst heartbreak, is the betrayal, the worst feeling in your life. That's what not listening to your own inner voice got you into. So this is saying, don't go jumping into a situation that screams all the same signs, all the same red flags. Like, don't do it. You deserve better than that. Don't do that to yourself ever again. Okay, and next we have Metis, which is wisdom. Wisdom number 35 or number 8. Abundance. But in this one it's wisdom. So it says, experience woven together with knowledge creates a beautiful thing, wisdom. Its parts are entwined like a finely made rope that is so strong it can't be cut. Wisdom, once learned, becomes an essential part of you. Right now, the Greek goddess of wisdom, Metis, says you know exactly what to do in your current circumstances. The real question is, do you have the courage and commitment to make a wise choice? Your answer is not to hide. You are being invited to look within rather than without. Take the wisdom you already have and apply it to your question. Perhaps, however, you must instead draw forth the humility to find someone wiser to weigh in. In this powerful time, others may seek you out for wisdom. This is also an auspicious period when new relationships are founded on deep truths shared with others. You are entering a potent period of your life to share all that you are and all that you have learned. Extraordinary things are possible when the goddess Metis invites you to remind yourself, when the goddess Metis reminds you of your wisdom and the need to express it. Again, you learn the discernment, you have the wisdom, you have the experience now. And now they're saying is trust the wisdom you've learned, trust from the lessons that you've learned. The alignment message is, the goddess Metis learned a painful lesson long ago and does not want you to go through the same experience. She chose to make herself small, dim her life force and inner light, and reduce her power to keep love. Wow, you guys. So fucking on point. It says, who or what in your life is causing you to do the same? Who is causing you to dim your life force, dim your inner light, reduce your power to keep their love? Wow. Do you dim yourself out of fear of reprisal, or because you have a sense that you are unworthy and unlovable, or perhaps too much or too smart? The goddess Metis offers an important alignment task. You must face this fear, this anxiety, and say a resounding no. Even in the face of the greater story of cultural conditioning. Be brave and courageous and ask how you can be a part of the solution. Confirmation. Yes, you guys, confirmation. Playing small is an excuse to not be accountable for your personal power and to not be effective in the world. You have an abundance of life force energy in you, so come out of the shadows and let yourself shine. Take the risk and bring your wisdom to the world. We need you. Wow, so empowering, so beautiful. Whew, this is like, Okay, let's go find our, let me see if I can find her name. Okay. I want to say it says Saradwin. So, Saradwin, potential. You are a child of infinite potential, and the Celtic goddess Saradwin is here to remind you of the power that resides in the womb of your heart and the chalice of your mind. Everything you need is coming together right now. as if your life's reflection were shining brightly in a golden liquid in Ceridwen's magical transformative cauldron. Imagine greatness, and there will be greatness. Envision peace, and there will be peace. Choose love, choose gratitude, and choose faith in the divine magic that flows through you. These are only the ingredients needed. These are the only ingredients needed for the goddess Ceridwen to work her transformational magic on your behalf. Regardless of the limitations imposed on your world by fate, culture, and conditioning, your true destiny is coalescing on your behalf. You can be anything you imagine. Remember this. Dream and trust that everything you need exists to make that dream a reality. This is the promise of the goddess Ceridwen. Now, the alignment message for her is: when you become complacent in your comfort zone, you run the risk of never moving beyond where you are. Your true potential remains dormant and inaccessible. This may feel like a vague boredom, an envy of others, or an anxiety accompanied by a sense of low self-worth, reinforced by habit or an addiction to feeling like life will be amazing for everyone else but you. Or in so many cases, it's just been trained into you after generation upon generation of depression and conformity. This is a lot of people that feel like, well, I'm never going to be happy because, well, no one in my family has ever been happy. Or, oh, this is just the same cycle repeating for me. Like, oh, this is a curse placed on my family. And if it's a curse, you fucking bind and rebuke that shit right now. End it. Say, I call upon my ancestors, I call upon my angels, my spirit guides, and in your name, with your power, we bind and rebuke all curses and all vows and all contracts that are hindering my growth in this lifetime and in all directions of time here for on out. Amen. Thank you. Okay, so it says, the goddess Ceridwen comes to you to remind you that it's time to that it is time to course correct. Your alignment task is to turn this around by releasing all judgment inward yourself and others and reclaiming those dreams you seem to have lost. Write down those dreams and set your intentions. Then look in the mirror and I lost myself, sorry. Then look in the mirror. Imagine that you're looking into Ceridwen's transformative cauldron and say them out loud as if they have already happened. Your dreams, that is, and your intentions. You are so much more than you allow yourself to be. Only good will come of your growth. Your dreams and cherished desires are important to the divine. The way is simple and profound. Just say yes with gratitude in your heart, and the goddess Ceridwen will lead you to discover your highest good. Wow, so powerful. You guys are unlimited. You have like infinite potential. Like, wow. We're all master manifestors, right? We are all co-creating with the divine. Okay. Next we have Morrigan, Death and Magic. Consider your life a magical gift and your experience of it a beautiful opportunity to leave the world a better place. You give that gift back when death comes and ends your time on this plane. Experiences, relationships, projects, and even long-cherished dreams are all subject to the natural laws of death and the magic of the Celtic goddess Morrigan. Now is the time for you to let certain parts of your life die and recognize this process as something to celebrate as well as to mourn. Let go with love and gratitude. Leave your fears behind. For in death there is a great magic, as nothing can ever be truly destroyed. From the ashes of the old, a new life and new dreams will come to be. Face this time of dying and death with love and courage. Be willing to be empty. Soon the goddess Morrigan will fill you up with magic, and a new world will be born to you. This is her gift to you when you surrender your resistance and allow things to be as they are. Again, this is like how you walked up the mountain. You left a life behind, that you left that heartbreak behind, you left that person behind, and this is saying that it's time to truly release it. See the situation for what it is. It was a dud. It wasn't a king you were dealing with, it was a con, right? It wasn't like, one of my videos is called The King is a Con, and you guys should go watch it because I feel like it ties into this very strongly. It ties into the storyline, I guess. But this is saying, like, that dream didn't work out for you for a reason. Like, let it die. Build something better in its place. It's saying that project didn't work for you. Let it die. Build something better in its place. Ask for something better, and we will give it to you. I will fill you with magic. Number 10 is also completion. So, oh my gosh, you guys, that feeling of completion this morning, it's the death. It's the death phase. And that stillness, it's the emptiness. Let yourself be empty is what it's saying. You've completed the cycle. Let yourself be empty, and I'm going to fill you with magic. My ears just started ringing. Okay. The alignment message for this is magic is everywhere and in all aspects of life, including death, dying, decay, and what is dark and hidden deep within our natures. Yet in modern culture, we spend so much time in denial, concocting ways to avoid death, refusing to allow nature to be true. We've lost so much wisdom as a result. You're being invited to address the areas of your life that no longer serve and need to die, without a promise of what will take its place. Do you need to walk away from someone, a way of behaving or thinking? Like a caterpillar who has no idea how to be a butterfly, you must surrender to the process of metamorphosis. You must make room for the miracle, while at the same time not demanding certainty. The magical goddess, Morrigan, offers you the alignment task of self-inquiry. What death are you resisting right now? What darkness do you need to bring to awareness? How has fear ruled your choices? Who could you be if you had the courage to look at life on life's terms? Your magic is so much stronger than you think. You can do this. Your dreams depend on it. Morgan will be with you every step of the way. Wow, you guys. Super, super, super powerful message. And it was like me this morning, how I told you guys I kept avoiding the shadow work video. And that might have just been me resisting to see like that something had died, and I didn't want to know how it was going to die. I didn't want to let it go. But in doing so, it ended up, the universe like played it for me while I was sleeping, because they're like, well, she's not going to consciously do it. Like, let's just sneak this in there. And that was like the final piece. That was the final piece that put me to rest. That was my shadows being worked up too. That was my shadows. It was the energies that were lingering, and it was like, it could have been my own energies that I had tied to that person. And it was the remaining energies that were within me that I needed to let go of, to fully let myself be empty, to fully let myself die, so that that cycle could be completed. And it was that feeling of stillness, of bliss in the morning, of completion. Wow, that I had no idea why I was telling you guys that story. From the second I started recording, it's like, you know, I started channeling, that's just the message. That's just where it's going to go. It's like, and this is just all like it all just fell into place. I didn't know I was telling you guys that story. I was uncertain. Yeah, you guys. You have, pretty sure that's an E. Ostre. New beginnings at the bottom of the deck. Number 13, number 4. Stability, commitment, abundance, like a very, I'm feeling like a very solid, committed foundation for your life here on out. Very beautiful new beginnings. And you know what, just because I read everyone else, I'm going to read his, because why would I not read new beginnings for you guys, right? Right, because it's, wow, bottom of the deck energy. Just saying, super strong. All right, and number 13 is also a divine number. It's also a lucky number. All right, let's go find it. So number 4 and number 13, like, oof. So, so powerful. So, wow. Okay, it says, hope and new life are blossoming everywhere in your life right now. And this is something to celebrate. The Germanic goddess Ostre, sings to you and assures you that your intentions have lain dormant long enough. When she appears bearing the fertile power behind the coming of the spring, you may feel a surge of energy to implement your new ideas. You feel strong and capable of accomplishing so much at this time. As a sense of newness permeates your life, fresh opportunities come out of nowhere and seemingly drop into your lap. You feel a readiness as you are truly poised for success in whatever interests you. Allow for new experiences to be what they are. By adopting a beginner's mind, you remain open to what life has to offer you, and you will be so glad you did. Enjoy this wonderful time of new beginnings and welcome the gifts of God as Sister has in store for you. Wow, you guys, did you see that? Allow for new experiences to be what they are. By adopting the beginner's mind, you remain open to what life has to offer you, and you will be so glad you did. Remaining open, that beginner's mind literally means you know nothing. Allow yourself to be empty, right? That's the message we were getting. We were getting how you need to fully let yourself be empty without the certainty of ever being filled again. Like, you need to let yourself, you need to, be that beginner. Start all over. Be the beginner. Allow yourself to be the beginner. Allow yourself to let your ego die and say, well, I can't be a beginner. I did all this already. Like, no, it's just saying, trust us. We're not saying we're going to strip you of all the lessons you've learned. We're just saying, let us teach you. Be the beginner for us. Be the student. And we as a teacher have arrived, and we're going to fill you with magic, with abundance, with potential, with wisdom, with communion. Like, we are bringing you these beautiful new beginnings. Let us in. Let us teach you how to play with magic. Let us teach you how to play with divine co-creation. Let us teach you how to use this new power. Let us teach you how to wield the weapons you were going to hand you. You've earned it. Wow, this is beautiful, and it is this is just a beautiful, this is completion. This is completed. This is completion. Okay, you guys, if this message resonated for you, please do share down below. Your lessons are a blessing for someone else. Help someone else get to this feeling of completion, this feeling of complete emptiness yet complete fulfillment at the same time. And please let me know how your journey has gone. Please let me know how you feel, if this message resonated with you, how it feels, that feeling of liberation, of freedom, of knowing you empowered yourself by fighting through, by being a warrior, by conquering your fights, your quests. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you so much for spending time here on the channel. Thank you for interacting with each other and supporting each other. Thank you for being loving and caring and kind with each other. Thank you for completing the cycle with me, journeying together. This is beautiful. Claim this reading. Even if you're not quite here yet, claim this reading. You have the potential to call this in for you. You are the co-creator. You are the master magician. You just have to recognize your true potential. Wow. And also, I just realized that hers, because they all have markings on their foreheads, right? But the Metis one, the wisdom one, hers is actually fully lit up, and she's got angel wings coming out of it. So it's like your intuition, let it guide you. It knows where to guide you to take you to, how high can I go? So it can guide you. Your wisdom wants to guide you. Your intuition wants to guide you. Divine wants to guide you. They're giving you, like I said, the downloads, and they're saying just keep stepping forward. Just come with us. We're going to guide you. We're going to teach you exactly how fucking high those wings can go. Those dreams can be. Super, 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 wow. Powerful, energy for this. Like a powerful feeling. Oh, you guys. Alright. Please do feel free to email me if you have any, if this experience was something you went through and you'd like to share it, and then I could, share those lessons for you. I could be your, your mouthpiece, your voice, to help you, share the lesson you went through. And it would be anonymous, of course. But very, very powerful message. I send you guys so much love, so much light, so much abundance, grand dreams, set your intentions. And you guys, this is for a full moon. Like, this is really, really, really powerful. This is divine saying, I need you to write all your stuff down right now. Like right now. Write down intentions. Or write down dreams. And then do like a page of like your dream job. What does it look like? What do you do? What are your hours like? Who works there? What's the environment like? Do you get to travel? Do you get benefits? Do you own the company? Like, do you own a company? Or is it you being out in the open, being free? Your meals are provided for, your travel is provided for, you know, things like that. Then do your home. Then do your dream relationship. Do your dream family. Like, and that doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to replace everyone in my family. It's like, no. What do you want out of them that you want when you see in other families, you know? So it's like, I want an organized home. I want a clean counter all the time. I want kids that clean up after themselves without me having to tell them what to do. I want help without having to ask for it. I want us to commune every, you know, other night for a game night. I want us to have dinners together. I want us to eat together. I want us all to be healthy and happy and emotionally balanced together. I want us to be supportive of each other. I want us to be emotionally connected. I want us to work together, you know. Do they go to work with you? That could be a possibility if you're doing any type of like outdoor work, any type of charity work. What does your family do? How do they tie into it? Do you guys get to spend a lot of time together? And then it's like, and then do like, what else do you want? Do you want a car? Do you want a boat? Do you want a very stable, loving, committed, loyal, unconditional, loving relationship within everyone around you? Or your partner, what do they look like? How tall are they? What do they do? What like, do they go to work with you? Do they work with you on your mission? Are you guys on a dual mission together? Or are you guys like on independent missions, but you know, on your mission together to love each other? So it's like you walk parallel with each other. You're equal. Set all your intentions down. Light your candles. Call upon your ancestors, your spirit guides. Thank them, love them. Just show them so much gratitude because this is already all yours. Envision it. Feel it. Love it. Know that that peace that you want to feel is right there for you, and it is yours. Your whole just beautiful dream, it's already there. You keep dreaming of that same dream because it's like your spirit has seen it. Your heart has had the divine preview of seeing it. So now it's like, come on, come down, come down. That's why you keep calling to it, because it's calling to you. So now it's like, write your intentions, set your manifestation, or yeah, set your intentions for what you want manifested. Release anything that's hindering you or letting you go. Ask for help if you need it. Light your candles, say your prayers, and be grateful. And then just let it go. Let yourself be empty. Let yourself be completed through these cycles. Let yourself feel the abundance. Let yourself feel the peace, the bliss. So that divine can just come and start pouring. Where is it? Oh, it's not here. It's the... No, but look, open it up to the Queen of Cups. See, truly in your power. Like, Queen of Fire, Queen of Cups. Which one are we missing? I don't know. You're all queens. Like, you have all of these beautiful badasses. Yeah, you're all queens. Oh my goodness, you beautiful, wonderful. Okay. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, wonderful day, and I will have this up before the full moon. And even if it's not a full moon, by the time you watch this, whenever you feel drawn to click on this, that's when it will resonate for you. And if it's not your baggage, don't pick it up. You know, only take the good out of the messages you watch. Shield your energy, shield your family's energy. You know, that way if it's not your stuff, you're not going to be affected by it. Okay, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.